Welcome in, ladies and gents. This is Paradise Season 2. So, yeah, that was a crazy season finale. That was a crazy, just a wild last two episodes of the season. And yeah, there obviously will be spoilers here. And so, yeah, if you don't want to know about anything that's going on this season, I'm spoiling it all as much as I'm able to retain. So, go away or come back later or see you. But anyway, I'm gonna start from episode one just to get an overview. But yeah, overall, this season has been just furthermore expanding the lore and the mystery that they have cultivated over these last two seasons, and building the mythos and the just the direction with the artificial intelligence. I did not foresee that, and it's very to those that are in the conspiracy world. This is just googly gop goodness for those of us that see this world from a more uh, esoteric and more subliminal aspect. You guess you could say superliminal aspect as well. And so yeah, what you have season episode one of season two with Annie, with Shailene Woodley, and her being in Graceland, her being in Elvis's spot, and that place conveniently being a a a a place for which people can survive a nuclear outburst, and at least that was crazy. That was crazy. Um, and yeah, just that first episode was just different for them to start the season off with these various cast members as opposed to the main cast from which we know from season one. And they honestly did a good job of like balancing between what was going on in Paradise and then also what was going on outside of the Paradise. And yeah, you obviously have Link, which I find it funny that his name is Link in this show. When him and Annie, getting together in episode one, and just seeing that unfolds, and then obviously with what happens with their interaction, and then you got episode two with Xavier, on the plane that he started off finished from the final episode of season one, trying to find his wife. And yeah, we see him get that interaction with the kids, and I like that. I like that. I like the episode. I like that sequence of engagement that he had with those group of kids. They was kind of like the lost, kind of like some Goonie kids or some some lost kids on the island or something. I forget the show or movie that's kind of like it kind of. I think it felt like the kids from Mad Max Beyond the Thunderstorm. It kind of felt like that in a sense, and so yeah, I like that episode two a lot. And then episode three was just him and Andy being together. And actually, no, episode three was mostly focused on what's going on inside of Paradise with Jane. Oh my God, this female is. I still don't understand all that she is and entails to this story, but she has really become one of the most fascinating characters in this entire series, and it is truly impressive what she is able to do. And yeah, I can't say too much about her, but yeah, she's very impressive. She's very impressive, and yeah, how she easily just got rid of that intern president. That was crazy, and just planted it on Cal's little love affair woman. I always forget her name. But man, that was crazy, and so that was interesting. That obviously Samantha coming back out of the coma that she was in, and kind of starting to get back into the swing of things. And obviously Gabriella, her friend therapist, was just like, yeah, no, I don't trust you, and yeah, I'm watching you. I'm keeping my eye on you. And then episode four with furthermore with Annie and Xavier now, because obviously when he got hurt from episode two, and now she's kind of like looking after him. I did not expect that. I really thought her and Xavier was going to make it. So that really pissed me off. Actually, it didn't piss me off. More so, it just made me sad because I love Shailene Woodley as an actress, and I really thought she would be a great addition to this season. And she was for the episodes that she had. I just thought she'll be in here more. But she did a phenomenal job with the material that she was given as Annie, and Obviously her having a baby with Link, and Xavier being the caretaker for a time, and while he's still trying to find his wife. And then episode 5 with with the guy that was, I guess you could say, looking over his wife for that time, and just that whole sequence, and just crazy, just madness with that. And then obviously the stuff still going on in Paradise itself with Jane, now trying to get back into the good graces. Then we get some more of her backstory, but the things that she was doing that led up. And I kind of see why she's so damn crazy, or why there's like always this like void but like some people, you can look at their eyes and you just see like, like there's a void within her soul, and you can see how she started off, where that kind of like prophesizing that she was gonna come about. And it's this show, it's so much in this show that's just it blows my mind. Like my mind is blown constantly with this show, and it continues to build on the mystery and the suspense, and just the not just the ambiguity of the direction that the story can go, but just the expansiveness of the lore. And like I said, they taking things different, like I said, different conspiracy elements that's out there and weaving that into the story. And then obviously this coming on the back of, like I said, with what you got episode, now I'm on episode 6 obviously, so I believe that's the episode is more so taking place, well actually I think it's following Xavier's wife, and how her backstory is with the mail carrier guy, and that dynamic that he was kind of like obsessing over Xavier's wife. And we also do get a little backstory with how Xavier and his wife met. I thought that was really cute. I like that element of the story. And yeah, it's just wild. And then just seeing how the guy that Xavier's wife ended up kind of like hunkering down with the other group of companions that they had, and just seeing their different elements within that, and the boy Bean that they adopted. And yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy. And then Link, him out there with his group, still trying to negotiate, and obviously the last couple episodes with them trying to negotiate with Samantha, and using Jane as kind of like a proxy to fulfill Samantha's wishes and stuff. And she's still kind of utilizing her. And then Gabriella, she surprised me this season, especially what she did in episode 7 to Jane. I did not see that coming. I didn't see that coming. But yeah, that kind of that surprised me. And then Link, and just like the whole, with him and Samantha, and I don't understand how the AI formed that, and then how it tied into the AI Alex being based off of the guy that we saw from, I think what was the episode 3 or 4, when they brought Bill back, or William or whatever, when they brought him back, and he was kind of working for Samantha and running that component. And then seeing the guy that ran the company, and just seeing those revelations unfold, because they plant the seeds in previous episodes, and then it's just seeing them unravel in those last 2 episodes, and my mind just like, whoa, like this is why this show is I honestly though, I thought this season overall, I felt like because they was doing so many branching stories, it felt like a season that was a placeholder to the next season that they really wanted to explore. And yeah, this is a lot of different material, a lot of different components, a lot of elements that they have kind of just funneled into this one season, which they just kind of like use it as like a focus test for what they want to do moving forward. And overall, like I said, did a great job. I didn't like this season as much as season 1, because this season expanded a lot more, but it also kind of felt a little bit unfocused at times. But they do such a great job with the characters that we know, and even a great job of introducing new characters into the fold, and then just having them all weave in together, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And yeah, overall, I love this season, and I cannot wait for season 3. Like this really impressed me, because I did a weird thing this year, because the first season I kind of just watched it all at once, because I came to it late. This season I kind of like play like catch up where I was like, oh, I'll let 2 or 3 episodes release, and then I'll try to like watch it in consent, because it's one of those shows where you can't wait for like a week, or you can't wait a week just to watch the next episode. You kind of feel like I need to catch up on as much as possible and put as much short distance of time between me watching the next episode to the next episode. And so yeah, this show is well acted, is well performed, is well directed, is well written, and like I said, for those that's that delve into some of conspiracy theories, and the like I said, a lot of conveniences, a lot of a lot of plot points, especially in these last 2 episodes with the emergence of the AI and how it's affecting so much of the economy and different aspects of our economy, and not just in America but just around the world as a whole. And for those that know some of the things, or at least have some of the things that allude in some of the subliminal stuff as far as what the Denver airport represents. And obviously you have that, I guess you could say, the Revelation horse that's at the Denver airport. And for you guys that dig into some of that stuff, yeah, this show is definitely revealing itself. And like I said, there's some of this stuff get approved by the higher ups in Hollywood, and we know some of these Hollywood scripts have been reviewed by the U.S. government and so forth, allegedly, of course, allegedly. And so yeah, this is very interesting. I look forward to seeing what other revelations they shall reveal in season 3. So overall, I love this season, and for those of you that stuck around this long, thank you for watching this far. And it's obviously more that I could talk about, but yeah, that's all I got to say for now. Great series. Love this series. Can't wait for season 3. Peace.